Hello.
How you doing, honey?
I'm good. I'm glad to be back. Hey, y'all.
Yes, girl. Welcome back. You was out here working hard, honey.
Yes.
I also saw you jamming. Like, girl, it's the same intro every week, and you be killing it. Uh-oh. Did she freeze? Precious. Girl, we ain't got time for this today. We don't. Anyway, welcome, Divas and friends, to another installment of In the Divas Den. I cannot thank you guys enough for joining us this week. I know that, a lot is going on and a lot is happening in the universe, but we are here to make this 30 minutes fun, and light. So we definitely want to talk about some of the current topics that we have going on, from Joe Biden announcing that Kamala Harris will be his vice president, to schools opening back up, to the backlash and the controversy behind the WAP video and song that has seemed to just go crazy all over the internet. We'll be talking about that, as well as welcoming our guest, who is going to let us know about a little bit of the travel restrictions that are happening across the U.S. and even internationally. So we're going to get into all of that tonight. Make sure you guys are sharing, make sure you're starting a watch party, and make sure you're telling a friend. And also, just a quick note before we get into it, I love you guys. We appreciate the watch parties and all that. But if you are commenting on someone else's watch party, we cannot see the comments. So please make sure you follow In the Divas Den. You can click on there, watch if you want to leave a comment, and we can see it. If not, we will not be able to see your comments. So please, please, please follow In the Divas Den on Facebook. Tune in that way if you want to leave a comment, because we will not be able to see it if it's on someone else's page. So, Precious.
God, they tried to keep me from it. They tried to keep me from it. The Karen shall not win. They shall not win.
And the way your face was frozen, it was like...
I am back. Yes, hello, sister. I see you there.
But real quick, let's do our check-in. Outside of being frozen, girl, how are you feeling?
I'm good. As you alluded to, last week was one heck of a week, but we made it through. We were successful. Things went well. And, everything that came against us is gone. So feeling good. How about you?
Girl, I am good. I mean, the devil is busy and he is trying it, honey. But what we are not going to do is we're not going to entertain any of that. I am in therapy. I am manifesting and I am meditating and I am trying to grow to be a better person. So I am doing a lot better.
Should we tell them about our outing, our recent outing?
Girl, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
We got out the house, but in the car, social distancing, but out the house, and got to go see a movie outdoors. Y'all, I know we're used to going in and, having a popcorn in the dark theater, but try the drive-in. Give it a chance. It's something different than being in a house watching it on TV. And, we watched the classic, The Wiz. Yes, with all the singing, all the dancing. It was so much fun. I'm glad we did
that. Acting a whole fool. And even afterwards, they were playing Black Panther. It was a double feature. However, I was not here for watching Black Panther at 11 o'clock at night when I had to go to work the next day. So Wakanda forever, but I'm a Wakanda.
Sleep like that.
Hello. But let's get into our first topic. For those of you who may have seen the viral video, not video, but photo that has gone out about a school in Georgia that had kids packed like sardines on the way to or from, not sure if they were leaving class or going home, but the picture literally disregarded any social distancing guidelines. Many of the kids were not wearing masks, and it just sent everyone's anxiety and just made it skyrocket. And it led to a little bit of a controversy. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, it was a school in Paulding County, one of their high schools. A young girl decided to post a picture of what the everyday was like for their school and how they were not following the guidelines. And the picture ultimately led to her suspension. And now the school is doubling back. And I think we have the photo. We can go ahead and cue that up if you guys have not seen it. Now the school is doubling back and saying that they're not going to suspend the young lady because it may have been wrong to suspend her in the first place, because they were trying to say that she had used the phone while school hours were happening, and that she posted it during school hours, and that she shouldn't have had her cell phone in the first place. But she was like, what we're not going to blame me. So she said she actually posted it afterwards, and it wasn't her fault that it went viral, but she just wanted to bring attention to what was happening. So essentially it poses the question of, are we ready for our students and our kids to go back? Because after this photo went viral, 9 people had tested positive, and I think it was 5 students and 4 teachers, or somewhere along the way, the numbers were, it involved students and teachers. But are we ready to really send our kids back, especially if we're not going to follow CDC guidelines?
Hell no. No. Bishop Bullwinkle, rest in peace. He said it best. We are not ready for the children to go to school, because if the adults can't get it together, what makes you think the kids going to get it together? And it's all ages of kids. High schoolers, they going through puberty. They are not the cleanest.
No.
They wearing the same clothes, doing the same things. As you can see in the picture, everybody was all up on each other, gonna be trying to kiss on each other, gonna be trying to share lunch. I saw a meme that said the kid gonna go to school with a Spider-Man mask, gonna come home with Paw Patrol, because that's what's gonna happen. Trade these. No, it's not the time for that.
No.
What is so wrong with learning, like distance learning? What is so wrong with that? Set it up so that way you have some leniency for the parents who have to go to school. Have to go to work. Set it up so that way kids that don't have the internet and laptops can still learn, because you're putting everybody at risk. It's going to come to a point where ain't nobody can do anything, and it's going to go all the way back to phase 0, because
not 0.
It's going to mess it up for everybody.
Exactly. And I wholeheartedly understand. Like, I work with a lot of women who have children, and they're just like, I work every day and I don't know what, I have to put my kids somewhere, because a lot of people don't have kids old enough to stay home by themselves. So I get it. But we also have to be smart about this, because even though you may be sending your kid home because you have no choice, or because, you're tired of your kid, or your kid's tired of being at home, whatever your reason, we have to be smart and strategic about this, because just like we had 9 people test positive, there may have been more. There may have been people who are asymptomatic, who are spreading it. We just don't know. So it's hard. It's very hard, because I don't have children. I'm not in that situation. So I don't know what I would do. And, as an adult, I do work, and I couldn't imagine leaving my child at home by themselves, especially if they're underage. But I can't see me sending them out, and with the possibility of them, being exposed, because like you said, these kids are not going to wash their hands and hand sanitize and wear their mask. Like, we can't even get people in grocery stores to wear their masks. So, come on.
They got it down here. Yeah. Like, what's the point? Just look, I have never been more grateful to not have children. Okay.
Hello.
I was just talking to my husband about this. I said, look, I'm very glad that we do not have, because that's a stress that I don't think I'd be ready to handle.
Exactly.
Because that's all you're going to be thinking about. You're not going to be focused on work if you have to go into work, because you're going to be thinking, is my child being exposed? Am I being exposed? Are we going to expose each other?
How about it?
People stop acting like this is like normal, and just get with the times. This is a new time. We got to figure out something else that's going to work.
Exactly. And speaking of something that may or may not work, Joe Biden made a huge announcement. Precious.
Yes, Senator Kamala Harris from California has now become the vice president-elect for Joe Biden's campaign. A lot of people have mixed reviews about this. A lot of people on one side of the fence saying, you know what, we have no other choice. Another side is saying, you know what, regardless, this is a historical win for us. She is the first Black woman, first Black person to be nominated and selected as vice president. So this is actually pretty cool, regardless of how everyone personally feels about her politics as it regards to prison reform and whatnot.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think that that's what a lot of people are upset about, or, they're unsure about. And to me, it's completely, it reminds me of what we went through with Hillary Clinton, where a lot of people were like, well, I don't agree with her, so I don't know if I want to vote for her. Or, I don't really like her. I don't like that candidate. And we know that, Kamala Harris did try to run for presidency. And however, her campaign fell extremely flat for, that simple fact. People just weren't relating to her. Uh-huh. But at this point, Joe Biden could have selected Boo Boo the crackhead, and I still would vote for him, opposed to enduring 4 more years of what we currently have in the White House. There's no way I could see this man continuing doing what he's doing and even worse, and I just feel like because it is something like, her ideals on prison reform and things like that, I do feel as though people can change, things can change and conversations can be had, especially when it's someone who is intelligent, who is willing to look at both sides. But when you're dealing with someone who constantly thinks that they're right, who has no experience whatsoever, who is not intelligent in the least bit, how can we possibly get better? How?
Now, the crazy part is he may legitimately have votes, regardless of not wanting to vote for the Democrats. He may have legitimate fans out there that will still vote for him. I need them to not do what Hillary did. Hillary got real lax in her campaign. Yep. She was like, I got this. I don't have to worry about nothing, the deplorables, all that other stuff, and a bit her in the ass in the end. So exactly. I need them to actually run their campaign, run it well. I need Joe Biden to shut up and just say what he need to say. We don't need to hear your opinions about blackness and all other stuff. Just say what you need to say. And I need Kamala to get it together with him. So just stop thinking that it's a guarantee because of what's going on, because it's not. Because what will happen is people just won't vote.
Right.
And that's their right. Whether we like it or not, that's people's right. So what you need to do is be for the people and put it out there that you're for the people and get them to vote.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And I know that they spoke today. I did not get a chance to listen to her speech, and I do want to go back and actually listen to what she had to say, because I heard that she did a phenomenal job, because we all know she's a very good debater, very, very good, very good public speaker. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. But as you said, I don't want them to get comfortable. Don't get comfortable thinking that you have secured the Black woman vote, because we tried to save y'all asses, with Donald Trump. We tried. Look, don't depend on us so heavily again, so I just need them to really come out here and come guns blazing and just really, like, as you said, say that you are for the people, because I can't, there's no, damn it, there's no way. I'm leaving. Right. I know I said it before, but damn it, I am leaving if this man wins again. But speaking of, just outrage and the Republican Party, we have to talk about very quickly, and I hate because it's like there's so much to this story, but we have to talk about the backlash behind the WAP video. If you guys aren't sure what we're talking about the Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion song that came out and just sent everybody in a tizzy, more so Republicans and some males than women, because women heard it and they were like, hey, I'm here for it. Women talking about their sexuality, they're dominating, they're taking control of it. And they absolutely love the song. It's a bop to me. I was here for it. I actually thought it was a little funny. The fact that they sampled "There's Some Holes in This House," like, I was here for it, but a lot of people were uncomfortable, especially some Republicans. I think we even have a tweet from one who went and said that Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion just set the entire female gender back 100 years, and even went on to say that, she's campaigning with she campaigned with Bernie Sanders, and that she was in support of Kamala Harris. Is this the type of democracy that you want? Just trying to throw shade for whatever reason. Meanwhile, she lost her election, so baby, we ain't even worried about you. And then a lot of male Republicans decided to speak out and say that they accidentally heard the song and that they wanted to pour holy water in their ears and they were sorry for the future of girls, if this is their role model and such. And it just got me thinking, why y'all mad?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why? What are you really upset about? Because when you have rappers who are out here talking about their genitalia or how many women that they sleep with and how they'll smack a bitch and slap a hoe and, run trains on them and all this stuff like that. And, you have some other artists who come out and decide to talk about their sexuality and what they like to do. How do you come down so hard on these two women of color? What are we really mad about?
Do we or do we not have a president in the White House right now who said he would grab a woman by that same part that they are so upset about hearing about in this song? End of discussion. Mic drop. Okay.
Girl.
Right. You know what it is? It's I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But why are you out here tweeting about it and accidentally listening to it if it's not for you? You have nothing to say. It's not for you. But you're upset because the same women that you've objectified throughout history are now reclaiming their sexiness and they're saying what they want to say about their bodies. It's a problem.
Exactly.
It's no more the Sarah Bartmans. It's them claiming their sexuality. At the same time, yes, there is a time and a place for everything. However, you have control of your remote control. You have control of your phone. You have control of your internet. Turn it off.
Exactly.
All this stuff exists everywhere. Everywhere. The same people that got a problem with the song gonna watch Euphoria on repeat. The same people who got a problem with the song love Woody Allen and he married his stepdaughter that he adopted. Okay?
The same people that is mad at the song are watching Pornhub.
Huh?
The same people who got a problem with the song are watching Pornhub and OnlyFans and got subscriptions.
Exactly. How you accidentally hit a song? The song is marketed to me and my people, and I haven't even heard the song. So how you accidentally heard the song? You had to go looking for that. Okay.
You see how they lie, girl? You see how they lie?
Ain't
nobody got time for that.
No.
Nobody has time for that. And what I'm not here for the slander. I'm not here for, the whole, they need to be role models, because at the end of the day, they don't have to be role models. If they say, I'm not your role model, why do we have a problem with that? If you're allowing your children to be raised by these people, then you have a problem, and being as though that, growing up in the 90s and listening to all types of crazy music, I'm not out here doing anything crazy. So I can't say that music has influenced me negatively, so why do you think that this song is going to cause girls to just go crazy and, pussy pop on a handstand?
It's not.
It's a song.
Yeah, it's a song.
What's not? Okay.
Just like all the other songs. Just like the song that's sampled.
Girl, we ain't got time for that. No. Anyway, we have to get to there's so much more that could be said on it, but we have to get to our guest because we really need to have this discussion, because I know a lot of people are itching to travel and they just want to get away for a second. They need the distraction. They want to get out of their house because they seem like the four walls are starting to close in on them. So we decided to have a friend come on the show, travel specialist Kenyatta Braswell, to let us know exactly what is happening. Are people traveling? If they're traveling, what precautions are they taking? Are people having to quarantine? Are they getting tested? We want to know about all of that. So please welcome to the show, Miss Kenyatta. Hi, girl.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Girl, the audio sounded a little off, but I think we can work with it. I think we can work with it. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. You can hear me?
It's a little crackly.
Karen's trying to get us.
I can't even come back. I'm sorry.
Yes, technical difficulties.
Everybody. It's happening to everybody. Let me ask you something. If they open up the borders right now, where would you want to go first?
My heart is always with Dominican Republic. I love it. Mm-hmm. I would go in a heartbeat. What about you?
I want to go back to Prague. It was so nice and magical and wonderful. I want to go back. I want to take you with me too.
Girl, I'm here for it. Never been there. But girl, first of all, you need to go ahead and renew that passport, honey.
You know what? I'm telling my business to the people. Yes, people, don't be like me and let your passport expire within these COVID times, okay? Hope it's still possible. Go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm going to take care of it. Make sure I can go when the borders open, hopefully sometime next year.
Goodness, what were you waiting on, man? I'm like,
it was collecting dust. It was because we wouldn't go nowhere.
Girl,
I never think about it.
let me tell you something. As soon as they announced that Donald J. Trump was our president, I was like, let me make sure all my documentation is good. Just
You're right.
I've got to go.
You're right. You're right about that. I may have to put some little expedite on that.
Hello. Goodness. But until we get Kenyatta back, I guess we can go ahead and go back to the discussion of Cardi B and Megan, because one thing that really bothered me was when some of the male celebrities decided to speak out. I know CeeLo, for one, why he decided to speak out. Y'all, when he decided to speak out, social media went in on him because
they should have.
I could have sworn last time I checked that you possibly had some sexual assault charges, brought up against you. They may have been cleared, but the fact that the conversation was had is a problem.
Yes, Mr. No Neck gold suit wearing on the red carpet was out here touching people he ain't need to be touching, and now all of a sudden got something to say.
Got dragged and now want to apologize. We ain't trying to hear that. Anyway, Kenyatta, you girl, you good girl.
Oh, I hope you can hear me. Is it better now?
It's a little bit better. We can definitely understand you now.
I'm so sorry. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Girl, well, we are glad that you were able to make time to come on to the show. And we definitely wanted to talk to you because this is your baby. This is your industry. When it comes to traveling, I mean, I guess we just might as well go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. Is it really safe to travel during these COVID?
Well, I do believe that it's safe if you're using precautions. I feel that, most people that I've encountered that are going on trips that I've booked, they feel more safe out of the country. It's sad to say, but they do. In the U.S., the only thing I could think of is when you're traveling around the U.S. is just the restrictions, things not being open. You're not able to do as much. So I guess it kind of limits your fun per se. And then, the numbers in the U.S. are just high. So that definitely, makes people a little worried, but people are traveling. Definitely traveling in the U.S. Definitely, there are amazing deals in the U.S. It's definitely okay to travel. I just think you need to take the proper precautions. Most places are required to wear a mask. You have to wear a mask. You need to have your hand sanitizer. A little packet of wipes would do. All that, just, social distance. Make yourself feel safe. I would not go to crowded places. I would, for sure, make sure that you're doing anything you can do to protect yourself, because that's important. At the end of the day, I love travel, but you still have to protect yourself by all means. So.
Exactly. And what are some of the places that people can travel to? Because I've seen people on Instagram that are in the Virgin Islands. Some people are in Jamaica. Some people I've even seen in Mexico. So where can we travel to?
So as far as out of the country, the Caribbean is hot still. It's hot. You could go there. People are loving it. Mexico, there are no requirements. That's why you'll probably see a lot of people going there. You don't have to get tested for COVID or show any type of testing. So it's you can get in there. It's a breeze. Most of my clients, that's where they're opting to go. Jamaica, you can go there. So pretty much the Caribbean, you're good. There's certain places like Anguilla, you can't go there. Other places.
I got a question. Wait, you said Mexico isn't testing anyone?
No, they're not. No. You can go there without having to get tested as far as us, the U.S. Now, when it comes to other places in the Caribbean, they're strict. They're making you get tested 72 hours before, or you have to get tested when you arrive. Mexico isn't doing that. So a lot of people like me, I would prefer not to take my family through that. I'm going to go where I don't have to get tested if I have to go anywhere at this point. So that's why people are choosing Mexico. Jamaica, they're a little bit more, they're relaxing their protocol. But if you're coming from a place in the United States that's a hot spot, you definitely probably will have to show proof or get tested. So it just varies.
Sheesh. Okay.
Yeah, that makes you think, because do you want to go somewhere where they're not testing? Do you want to chance it?
Yeah. Like I said, I literally have had people say, like in Mexico, they feel more comfortable there than they do here. I have a friend that's also a travel agent. He has been to Mexico 3 times since the borders opened back up. He's going again in October. So people are genuinely uh, traveling and they're feeling safe. I think it is definitely a personal preference. You have your boundaries. Whatever you decide you want to do, that's what you need to do. If you have to second guess it, I don't think you should do it. That's just how I advise my clients. I tell them always, I give them links, to look up that particular country, even the, information on the states here. Like some of them you have to quarantine, upon arrival. So you just want to be up to date with all of that stuff and keep in mind that there will be, restrictions in some places as well, like a curfew maybe, or you have to be at your resort. But for most people, I mean, they just want to get out of their home. So
Right.
just to be able to get out of their home and, enjoy themselves and relax, that's really like what they want to do. And like I said, just take your precautions. I feel that it is safe because I've had people that have come back from Mexico. They're perfectly fine. Some got tested, just, personal preference. They're fine. So I feel it's very safe if you take the precautions.
Girl, that ain't the case for everybody. I know somebody that didn't come back too lucky.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So don't go crazy, y'all.
Yeah. Don't
Then what about people who essentially are booking, I guess, like way into, well, I don't want to say way into the fall because it's August, but into the fall and winter? Are some of these places offering, I guess, a refund or working with them in case they have to cancel or choose to cancel?
Travel protection. Travel protection is your best friend. Listen, before this, I'm like adamant, you need travel protection. You have to protect your investment. This is an investment, whether it's $1,000 or it's more. You don't want to lose that. So protect it. Now the turnaround times for these refunds and things like that can be crazy, but as long as you have travel protection, you're good. Now, for those that opt out and choose not to do that, they are trying to make it so you get a voucher or, they're trying to work with people to make sure that they're getting something that would benefit them. But, you have to look at it, like from a business perspective. They're not trying to give you your money back. They want you, if you haven't gotten the trip protection, they want you to rebook. So they will put stipulations on, like, when you can use that voucher, etc. But travel protection, that's all I can say. And you definitely want to do that going into those latter months, October, November. You want to make sure that you're protecting your purchase for sure.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What's going on with them cruising people? Because last I heard, they were still in the water because they can't go nowhere. I don't know if they're still out there.
Me as an agent, I do not recommend a cruise right now. Some of them have canceled their sailings. I mean, as far as to November, I mean, I get emails every day. They offer really good prices, but I think, if my clients want to go, I'm going to get you wherever you want to go. But I just really would be cautious because a cruise ship is like a melting pot, people from all over the place. And you're in these little, cabins. Even if you have a large suite, I mean, you're not trying to be confined to that area. You want to get out and do things. And even you have to think, like, the way that we know cruise is going to change, like buffets, all types of things. It's going to change. So I think that it's best to let them iron that out. There was a cruise ship that I recently read about that they decided to proceed and they had COVID cases. So that should kind of let you know, this is not something that you want to partake in this soon. I think it could wait, I think.
So wait, they decided to go ahead and have, and then people actually booked this, knowing
they
that
did.
The recycle. Okay, all right.
They did. And they had some COVID cases, and I'm not even positively sure if they're still at sea, but I know, like, you know, the officials, they don't want you to come back to, we don't want you here. You
Right.
know what
Right.
I mean? We don't want you here if you're infected. So they kind of have to wait that time, that waiting period out.
Yeah.
And it's not safe. And I, like, for me, even with my clients that have gone on the trips recently, my anxiety was on an all-time high because I'm always thinking, like, okay, I just want to make sure they get there, they get to their
Right.
resort, they're safe and sound, and then more importantly, they're enjoying themselves and they're not living like, since they decided to go scared. If you decide to go, you want to have a great time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I mean, I'm on edge even when they're going. I'm like, okay, let me know when you got there. Let me know you're good. I'm probably like an annoying like mom to my clients right now. I can't even lie.
And speaking of that, how has COVID affected your business?
Oh my goodness, it's very hard. It has been a long, since March. It has been a long journey. Sometimes I would doubt, you know, like, is this ever going to turn around for me? I recently started to get a spike in people inquiring about bookings. So I know it'll get better once people are, you know, feeling comfortable enough to travel, but it has definitely hurt me. I went from having at least 3 bookings, you know, like every 2 weeks to like 3 since I have, you know, since it started. So from March to now, I've had three vacations. So we're talking about like at least 6 trips a month, you know what I mean, to down to 3 in how many months? It's
Right.
very frustrating. And that is like, you know, people think like, oh, travel agents, they don't make that much money or whatever, but this is my baby, and it hurts to not be able, you know, to travel or see others travel, because for me it's like, it makes me happy to see other people travel. I love to see other people travel and see new places. I love the first timers. I love that really makes my day. So it makes me sad that, you know, it's come to this where people just can't live, because I feel like traveling is like living your best life.
Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah,
And it's therapeutic.
it is very therapeutic. I mean, no matter if you're a beach person or you like the mountains, it really gives you a peace of mind, and it's very enjoyable. So it has hurt me, but I do believe that once, you know, the gates open back up, it'll start to roll back in and turn around. But I was really like kind of sad and depressed a little bit, because I'm like, wow, I just cannot believe how bad this was affecting me and my family. So
Now I got a
definitely.
question. Since Kim brought up the fact that my passport expired, so I remember before all the COVID stuff happening, they were getting ready for this real 6 ID where everybody had to have this real ID or
Yeah.
travel with their passport. Is that still in place? I think it was supposed to be October that was going into play.
Well, that's kind of on pause just due to COVID. So with the real estate ID, you just check where, you know, your DMV, but that has definitely been put on pause. They're not enforcing that right now, so you don't have to worry about that if you don't have one. But you need to get that passport renewed, and you need to do that as soon as you can, because we want you to be ready to catch these flights.
Yeah,
girl, telling you in case.
Look, you got to be ready. So get
Yeah.
that taken care of. And then, I mean, when you like renew your license and stuff like that, you can always ask for the real ID, because that's what I did. When it was time for me to renew my driver's license, I'm just like, look, give me the real ID. You don't have to worry about it going forward. So definitely do that.
Well, the good thing is, we're all about trying to help as much as possible, especially small businesses. So for those of you who are interested in traveling, you know, you have someone here who essentially is going to be your travel mom and make sure that you're okay. So you're in good hands. If you guys are itching to travel and willing to be safe about it, please make sure you contact Kenyatta. As you can see these beautiful photos here where she has helped people live their best life traveling. And she even advised some people just to travel locally if they're not really sure if they want to, you know, take that leap to Mexico or to the Caribbeans or wherever. Please get in contact with her. And Kenyatta, just let people know how they can follow you.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, Dream Vacationing. You can go to my website, www.dreamvacationing.com. Those are the fastest ways to reach me. So I also have a Facebook page and you can reach me there. But the fastest way is the website and the Instagram. So please reach out to me and I look forward to getting you on your dream vacation.
Okay, girl. Now, whenever we're allowed to go play in the playground without having any worries and things like that, we're going to have a Divas travel type segment where we just go off and live it up.
Yes, you have to. You guys, you need to do that. You'll need it after this. I'm going to need it after this. We all need it. So definitely, you guys need to set it up. We can do this. This will be great.
One word, drinking. Okay.
Thank you for having me, ladies. I really appreciate it. It was so fun talking to you guys.
Appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, girl. How you feeling?
I'm ready to go now. Where we going? What we doing?
Girl, well, not Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
We'll have to think about some things. Because I'm well, first of all, you need your passport. Then we'll have this discussion.
I need y'all to stop coming for me in the comments and on the show. I will have my stuff.
But guys, as we're talking about it and getting all our things together and trying to figure out where we want to go, we want you guys to think about it as well. Like I said, you are in good hands with Kenyatta. Please make sure to reach out, consult with her, especially if you got that travel bug, you're itching to go. Just make sure you take the time, talk to her, dreamvacationing.com, and go live your best life, safe best life.
Yes.
Safe. Let's put that in there. And we cannot thank you guys enough for tuning in. You guys are awesome. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. So make sure you tell a friend, share with a friend, make sure you're following us, and be back next week because we will have a guest next week. I'm going to leave it as a little surprise out there. I'm super excited to talk to her because she's doing, really big things, and I'm here for it. But yes. We will see you guys next week. Thank you so much, Divas and Friends. We love you guys. Bye.